She already was made in the image of God, but was led to believe that she was not made in the image of God by the aspersion that Satan cast upon the character of God to make her feel as though God is withholding something from her. But what the devil does, he tries to attach something to our experience that does not belong to the experience. I don't need to know good and evil in order to be righteous. I need to know only good. I don't need to know evil. And whatever justification that we may find for it, or I have to know what's going on in the world and the wickedness that people are doing, so I'm going to be better prepared to withstand it. No, we don't withstand evil or wickedness by knowledge. We withstand evil and wickedness by the Spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
The Spirit of God only deals in the currency of truth. God only gives us truth, you know. God's only language is truth.
That's true.
Stop. He doesn't do anything else. So that's it. And when we understand that there are things that we have to monitor, and as I was talking to you earlier, there's a process that we have to manage. And managing the process of grace, or that grace is exercised toward us, managing the process of our sanctification, we have to pay very close attention to our thoughts, our words, and our belief. That we have to take heed that we are standing, lest we fall. So we have to question ourselves whether or not we truly believe God, whether or not we truly love God. It is a very, righteousness by faith is a very honest and transparent process. And it's the only process by which we will be saved, because the means of our salvation are put in place. God is invested in our success. So that means then that God wants us to be successful. And the funny thing is, you know, we cannot, because of sin, we cannot naturally believe that God wants us to be successful. We cannot actually get it done. The only way that we have positive thoughts is because of Christ. You understand? So there are many belief systems out there that say that we are inherently good. But if humanity is inherently good, we naturally have negative thoughts. So those negative thoughts that we naturally have, that we continually have to fight against for the rest of our lives. You know that? We got to fight against negative thoughts of failure for the rest of our life. Why? Because this is the mechanism of sin. The mechanism, because God saves us from the reality of sin, from the mechanism of sin, and from the result of sin. So this is how God saves us. So the reality of sin is the world, the flesh, the devil. The culture of the world, the passions of the flesh, the temptations of the devil. That's the reality of sin. The mechanism of sin is through thoughts, words, and belief. Because if I believe that failure, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to fail, correct?
Yeah.
Miriam succeeded. We can't succeed unless we think that we can. So this is the mechanism of action. So sin's mechanism of action is through our words, our thoughts, and our belief. And so this is exactly what happened at the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It changed her thoughts, changed her words, changed her belief system. 6,000 years later, here we are.